Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Promptly Speaking, where we bring the movers and shakers of industry and their journey of success. I'm your host, Jack Madrid, and today we have a very special guest, Mr. Ralph G. Santos, the chairman and founder of RGS Global Solutions. Let's welcome Ralph to the show. It's good to have you here, and I am admiring your beautiful property, Ralph, and thank you so much for welcoming us here.
Yes.
Maybe we can start with your describing for us, Ralph, how your career began, and maybe let's begin with your childhood. Can we start there?
Yeah, Jack. Yes. My childhood was challenging, pero punong-puno ng mahalagang aral. Raised single-handedly by my mother, kasama yung siblings namin. So, maybe nakuha ko yung ganitong discipline is because nung bata pa kami, every 3 a.m., we need to go to market to buy some peanut because we do the peanut butter just to have my allowance during my college time. And also, we have our small karinderya na before kami pumasok with our school, we need to serve muna to get our baon. And I learned the importance of hard work, determination, and the value of relationship, and of course, integrity. And of course, what I have right now is a pusong RGS in everything you do.
When I visited your company, I saw that experience, that what you're talking about, the heart of being an RGS employee. And so I can now understand the lessons from your childhood. Maybe you can continue, Ralph, and tell us what was the path to your story of success that brought you where you are today.
Yeah. Actually, I'm looking for a job na with a commission. So most likely my target is sales. But I started as a collection agent. So as a collection agent, my first goal is of course to get a job and to get a commission. Then I embrace my work. That time, I'm not the typical worker na nagko-complain with the workloads, pinapasa ng mga boss even out of our job descriptions. I'm a worker na as long as na nagigain ako and mag-grow ako into it, I'll grab it and I make sure I'll do it ng buong puso. And I am fueled by my determination to succeed in every endeavor. Kahit gaano pa to kaliit, through my commitment to delivering outstanding customer service and fostering strong relationships, I seize an opportunity that paved the way for my entrepreneurial journey. Noong 2012, at the age of 26, I already established RGS. We are celebrating our 12-year this November, and I can proudly say that RGS is one of the youngest na huli Filipino player in the BPO arena, setting ourselves apart from multinational competitions. And looking back, before I have a partner, unfortunately, hindi naging successful yung mga partnership ko. Of course, if you have business partner, there's a limitation na pwede mong gawin. So, akala ko end of my career na in collection, then I decided to shift into another industry. But my core team or my clients encouraged me by their belief and confidence in my abilities. I was inspired to take the leap and start my own collection firm, ultimately leading the creation of RGS. So I can better serve my ka-RGS.
That's really a very inspiring story, but I know that success did not come easy. It was a hard road that you had to encounter many challenges. Can you give our audience, Ralph, an example of maybe the biggest challenge that you had to overcome, and how did you conquer that challenge?
One of the biggest challenges I faced was overcoming the initial struggle of starting a company with 10 employees and almost zero fund. Through perseverance and unwavering commitment, we were able to grow RGS to what it is today. With more than 3,000 growing count of employees and expanded globally. So sabi nila Jack parang dugot pawis, literal. I experience na every morning may bleeding because of the stress. Then dumating yung time na my mother told me na you need to stop kasi you are a single naman. You don't no need to do that. Pero I told my mother na pag nagbalik pa ako parang kumunoy na yung nasa likod ko. So I better na to continue it.
Blood, sweat, and tears, literally.
Yes, literally.
Ralph. As you reflect on your life now, compared to your early childhood, it seems like a lot has changed. Can you tell us a little bit about your daily routine today, your lifestyle compared to before?
Yeah, my lifestyle now is really different. So it's a dream come true na we never thought na mangyayari sa buhay namin. Kasi sobrang hirap ng buhay namin before. So even yung electric bills is issue with us. Reflecting on my life now, I have seen significant changes compared to my earlier years. Ang aking daily routine and lifestyle have evolved to accommodate the growth of RGS and the demand of leading successful company. Ngayon, since we've grown, I surround myself with expert and experienced individual whom I can trust already. I have my CEO, COO, CFO, other executive, HOO now to help me to run things with a growing business, which also allows me now to have quality time with my family. I get to travel. Recently, we've been in Europe with my wife and build memories with my whole family, especially with my wife and my kambal, Jose and Maria. And I am also into my hobby right now is collecting art pieces. So recently, we've been in Bellagio in Italy. We bought a lot of art pieces. And as you can see, one of my hobby is collecting a luxury item like what we have right now. So it's for my passion maybe and investment as well. So physically, nabawasan yung work. But technically, mas lumaki yung goal that to make number one globally.
Well, I'm admiring your art collection. Also admiring, the surroundings that you have here in your house. I can see that you do a lot of entertaining as well. I see you have a wine cellar,
Yeah.
and I took a peek inside, Ralph, and I was quite impressed because I'm also a wine collector.
Yeah, I know.
And but yet I heard you don't really drink.
Yes, it's actually for my visitors.
Well, that's very nice of you because you really you built your house for guests, and you're so welcoming as a host.
Thank you. Yes.
So, Ralph, let's talk about RGS. Can you tell us a little bit about RGS Global Solutions?
Yes, Jack. Actually, Jack, our first name is RGS Recovery Management and Collection Services because my dream before is just focusing on collections. But good thing now we called it RGS Global Solution. It is a pioneering collections and receivable management BPO company that has grown exponentially since its inception in 2012. We have 14 satellite offices from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao nationwide, and now entering into the international arena. RGS is always committed to provide top-notch customer service, and of course, our tagline, RGS May Puso.
With almost 4,000 employees, can you describe what do they all do? What are your major products and services?
Yeah, before we started as collections only until a lot our clients offering other services. But of course, syempre, even hindi natin alam yung services na yun, we still answer, yes, we can do that. So we have now CI or credit investigation. We have repossession of four-wheels vehicles, even a motorcycle. We also have a marketing or sales department already. And we have customer service. So that's our new services right now. And it's a one-stop shop. Anything we can provide, especially with banks and financial institutions.
You know, when I first went to your office, I saw your trophy room. And, I was impressed with all the recognition from the country's top banks and telecom companies. So it's really, since 2012, you've really grown and recognized as one of the top players in your industry.
Yes, yes. Actually, I have one request to my team. My one request is to be number one, to always be number one. The income will follow, but the first thing that they need to do is to serve the client. So even though it's a break even or sometimes hindi kumikita, basta we need to be number one. That's the secret. That's why from one clients, now we have more than 60 clients right now. From banks, we have telcos right now and other governments project. So the key is just provide them a better service. Then through word of mouth, makikilala talaga nila yung serbisyo ninyo and they will introduce other services na sa tingin nila mag-grow ka.
I really admire your ambition, Ralph. But I guess with your present success now, what is next for Mr. Ralph G. Santos?
With the success of RGS now, my next goal is to pilot the cybersecurity tech defenders team. We have partner. It's a Singaporean partner, Antarex, aiming to establish as the first BPO of cybersecurity, not only in Asia, but worldwide. And we have this new company. It's a expertly. It's a financial institution strategic transfer, doing a debt acquisition. We want to be ahead of the game. Na time will come, the bank will have this program na every time they reach this age nung account, they will sell it. And we have this new company, the Expertly.
Wow, you're just extending the different services and product lines of RGS. That's very impressive,
Yes.
indeed. Now, at this part of the interview, Ralph, I'm going to surprise you with some questions that I want you just to answer naturally without too much thinking. Just
Okay.
say the first thing that comes out of your mind. Are you ready, Ralph?
Yes.
Okay. Fast food or fine dining?
Fine dining.
Of course. What is your guilty pleasure?
Sweets.
What is your favorite place in your beautiful house?
Oh, well, almost all. So, lahat ng area may kanya-kanya siyang purpose and uniqueness. And all of these, lahat beautiful furnitures yung investment namin.
Well, I can attest to that. Is there a sport or a hobby that you wish to learn?
Yeah, we need to learn like a golf so we can expand our network
I will
there.
play with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Sure.
Do you have a childhood idol?
Yes, of course. My mom. My mom teach us yung discipline with regards to business. And of course, yung being kind to everyone, even at small people or big people, which now nagagamit natin into business.
I already know the answer to the next one, but I'll ask it anyway. What's your favorite luxury brand?
Of course, Hermes with regards to the bags and leathers, it's Hermes.
Why do you love Hermes so much?
I really like the leather. Every time I'm stressed, then I touch the leather of Hermes. There's something on it. Although it's expensive, then other people like it because of the bag. Me, I really want their leather and their RTW. So once you wear the Hermes, you feel like, I feel na parang I got it.
What is your favorite comfort food?
A lot. Right now, yung restaurant namin, all in our restaurant is my favorite food. So we have this our house located in Quezon City. So lahat nung nandun is my favorite foods.
I'll make sure I go there.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful theater.
Yes.
What is your favorite movie?
Because of my busy schedule, honestly, I don't watch movie. So, meron lang akong mga like for podcast, it's but about business siya, about leadership, kahit sino siya na speaker, yun lang yung interest ko na pwede ako magstay. Pero pagka other like movie or what, si Mrs. ini-invite ako, hindi talaga ako nakakatapos ng movie. I will just sleep in the theater.
Is there one thing you cannot live without?
Cellphone ngayon.
Ever the businessman needs you need yourself.
Yes.
Well, thank you for that, Ralph. I'm sure
Thank you.
the audience enjoyed that. So let's get back to the formal part of the interview. What are some of the most important lessons from your mentors
Oh, well,
that have greatly, helped you in your road to success?
the lesson I learned from my mentors have been invaluable in achieving success. Their guidance on leadership, perseverance, and the importance of building strong relationship have shaped my approach to business.
That's those are really words of wisdom. And when you think about all these things that you've achieved in your business and personal life, what would you consider your most prized possession?
Yes, among everything I have achieved, my most prized possession is my family. Of course, they are our inspiration. Their unwavering support and love have been the foundation of my success. And to career, I am proud that we are one of the game changer in collection industry and one of the biggest Filipino-owned BPO.
Certainly, that's something you should really be proud of, Ralph. Now, when you have time, to ponder about the success you've achieved, is there any moment when you stop and think, I've already made it? Do you think about these things?
Actually, dumating yung time na I told to myself na in collection, I've made it already. Then one time, we met other people again. Then we realized na there's still a lot of opportunities outside, especially globally. That's why we changed into a RGS Global Solution. Pero of course, naniniwala tayo that the true success is a continuous journey of growth and improvement.
That's something that I'm sure our audience will think about and remember from this interview. Now, I'm going to ask you something that will take you back, Ralph. If you could go back in time and you could talk to the young Ralph G. Santos, what would you tell your younger self?
Oh well, Jack, if I could go back in time and speak to my younger self, I would tell him to never lose sight of his dreams, to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and to always stay true to his values.
Never forget your dreams and keep your values.
Yes.
Very important lessons. Now, I guess as we wrap up, this very insightful interview, Ralph, I'm sure many of the members of our audience, who are watching, who are following your success story, will want some words of wisdom and advice from you, as businessman, as entrepreneur, as father. What words of advice would you give our audience members?
Of course, Jack, I started very young na nagkaroon ng position with my first job. So maybe yung maturity na reach ko agad. Ang nanonotice ko lang ngayon is parang yung mga kabataan, parang they're always asking, parang gusto nila maging successful, nagmamadali sila or what. Pero for me, it's a learning experience. What I mean is, kagaya nung sinabi ko kanina, if you are currently employed, then the boss throw you a lot of work, take advantage. Kasi walang bagay na mas gagaling kapag na-experience mo yung mismong sitwasyon and task. So, para sa kabataan, dapat mas maging matyaga. Then, dedicated sila on their work. Kasi everything will follow. Kapag na-master mo yung isang bagay na maliit, then mamamaster mo lahat. Dire-diretso siya. Pag inuna mo yung reklamo, then from there yung character mo nag-iiba. I-stop na agad yung growth for you. Kasi you think na hindi mo deserve to, hindi ko deserve to. Most of the kabataan right now, naririnig ko na, hindi naman to part ng job ko ha. Hindi ko to deserve. Ito lang kinikita ko. Yes, of course, sa hirap ng buhay, we need to consider that, diba? The income. But for you, kailangan magkaroon ka muna ng value for yourself. Bago ka lumabas na sa tingin mo, mas deserve mo o mas worth mo yung ibang bagay. Until hindi mo na-establish yung sarili mo or wala pang value yung sarili mo, you need to stay and you need to learn. Like me, yun yung napansin ko na una, I accept the job. Then, before ako mag-demand, I make sure na eto na yung worth ko. Then, nung eto na yung worth ko, hindi na ako nagsasettle sa below my worth. Kasi, ang susunod naman nito is your battle is not only for you na. Of course, you will have your family. So, doon na nag-start na tataas naman yung kagustuhan mo. Then, pag-aaralan mo ulit kapag bago na naman sa'yo. Magiging inspiration mo yung pamilya mo. So, dapat una mong i-consider, of course, your family. Then, darating yung time na malilito ka kung is it parang achievement ba or what. So, you need to seek God kung ano ba yung dapat path na tatahakin mo. Kasi lahat parang feeling mo tama or para sa'yo. Then from there, lalo na mabuting tao ka, I believe na yun yung susi talaga. Your character. Kasi with our industry, so, lalaki yung network mo or yung possible business mo if you are good with your people. Kasi in the Philippines especially, if you are good with your people and then nakikita nila na you're supporting your people, you're taking care of your people, pipansin ko nandun yung mas support nila and yung blessings tuloy-tuloy lang. So, sa mga kabataan, wag susuko. Tsaka dapat mapagpasensya tayo. Hinugin muna natin yung sarili natin before tayo mag-step into another plans. Yun lang siguro.
There are so many important lessons that you just shared with that answer, Ralph, and I hope the younger members of our audience will take some of that to heart, because those were very important things that you just shared. No shortcuts to success.
Yes.
The reward for a job well done is even more important work.
Exactly.
You need to build your reputation.
Correct.
That way. You need to build your network of
Yes.
partners that way. And that is really the story of your career so far. But
Yes.
you're a very young, you're still a very young guy.
Yeah.
You're not quite done yet, Ralph, and I really am looking forward to the next chapter of RGS Global Solutions. I want to thank you, Ralph, for your candor, for your honesty, and for welcoming all of us to your lovely home and spending this beautiful afternoon speaking with me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jack, and to the whole IBPAP family for supporting us as RGS Global Solutions. And if you need anything from us, lahat ng expertise namin, we can share it to everyone. Kasi right now, we want to help everyone. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ralph. I want to thank our audience for spending this afternoon with us and for tuning in. Let us thank again and show our appreciation to Mr. Ralph G. Santos, Chairman and Founder of RGS Global Solutions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Promptly Speaking. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope all of you tune in for the next one.
That's information technology and business process management. We are coders and programmers, agile animators, illustrators, auditors, analysts, from consultants to managers, searching nurses and doctors, data developers and testers, VA smiling CXRs and artificial intelligence engineers. Oh wait, there's more. We are problem solvers and number crunchers. We speak in several languages, including Java, Python, Python, and so on. And on and on and we create heroes and villains. We gain experience and level up in life.
We are the IBPAP industry, working with the Philippines. Join us.